Hey, good afternoon. I'm outside because there's a fucking wedding going on and it's really busy in the house, so staying on the fringe and getting out of the way. So, today I'm gonna come up first with the Aribibi Gusano. I haven't done a ripe one yet, so here we go. Also known as a caterpillar pepper, turtle's claw, or Aribibi Gusano in some alternate spellings. It's really cool. It's a C.Chinense, which is the Habanero family. Can't tell by looking at it. They get pretty hot. I've had a ripe one already, and yeah, they're not a mild one. The Scoville rating puts them usually around 100 to 125,000, which is pretty harsh, because a lot of the habaneros dip into that end of the spectrum, so you get a feel for the heat. I'm gonna split it open and see what we got going on inside, how many seeds there are, etc. Probably not all that many. I'd like to save some seeds for this variety just because it's not a very common one, and I'd like to dole them out to people. Being so small, wasn't expecting a lot of seeds. It is really windy out today. Okay, so I'm done tinkering. Aribibi Gusano. Smells warm. Really sweet. Got a pretty good tart to it. Doing me up. We had a... Oh, no, I can't quite place it. Very different taste to it. Really aromatic, fruity, florally, but the main body had this strong, pervasive accent. I couldn't quite place it. But now it's gone. It's got a nice little burn in the throat. Pretty, I wouldn't even say that this is 100,000. Yeah, 60, 70,000. The quantity of the capsaicin is diminished because of the size of the peppers. I definitely say they're certainly not a mild, but low medium. Nice little hit in the throat here. Top of the tongue's pretty comprehensive, but again, with kind of a black peppery. And then it hits the tip of the tongue a little bit more. A little on the roof of the mouth. My cheeks, gums, and actually my lips got a nice little glow happening. Feel a little warm, and I got a nice nodule right in my chest of a good little warmth. So yeah, definitely got me going, so. Good stuff. I would like to overwinter one of the plants that I have of these at least. I'm not sure which one. The one at my mom's is pretty big, but the one at my house now has just started taking off now. It recovered quite nicely from the little hiccup I had earlier in the summer with hailstorm, and I threw a tarp and then forgot to go outside and take it off, and burnt a few of my plants, and that one took it probably the hardest out of any of them. But it's bounced back, and it's just, if anybody who's seen my update video recently, it's fluffed out. I mean, there's 1,000 pods on the plant in different stages of maturity, and hundreds of flowers. So I mean, I got a good backstock. I could make a powder of just that, which I would love based on that flavor. Really nice. It's going back into the back of my tongue a little bit more. Oh, a chunk of it caught in my throat. Oh yeah, that really flushed me up now. I'm feeling warm and alternately cold because of the sweat evaporating on my skin, and also it's quite windy out, so. So yeah, that's really good. Just spotted the seed on the ground here. Okay, so there we go. Definitely got a good little sweat, and my nose is draining a little bit. So as soon as I'm finished with this, delve right into another one. I got plenty left here. 2, 4, 11 left. We'll see how many of these I can get through in the next few days without killing myself. But they're all still quite firm, actually. Except for maybe... Yeah, I'll probably end up doing this purple UFO next because it's starting to get a little soft. You can see it. Pretty squishy. Some annuums just get that way. They're thinner skinned and they just start... I know my Apaches are another one that right on the vine still, they're starting to get that soft texture, kind of wrinkled up and drying out a little bit. So, some types that's just what it is. But like this bird's eye, this I want to say it's a frutescens, but it could be an annuum. I guess I'll find out when I eat it again this year to find out what's going on with the flavor profile, and I might be able to get a little bit better of a gauge. Although not all annuums taste alike, so it's pretty well calmed down now. Tongue got a nice little glow, but most everything else has subsided except for a tiny prickle in my throat and a nice little warmth right here. So, Aribibi Gusano. I highly recommend tracking seeds down and growing that one, because that's phenomenal. Good even heat. It's not overwhelming, although I have had one that was a little bit hotter, so a little bit of variance. So good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I will come back at you again. See ya.